Rachel Carson has always been in my life. Although by the time I was born she was a best-selling author, who later caused a worldwide uproar when she warned in Silent Spring, 1962, about the dangers of the indiscriminate use of pesticides, I knew her first and always as my grandmother's friend, and as someone who shared with me her love of low-tide explorations, walks in the woods, and sunsets over the sea. In recent years, she and my grandmother, Dorothy Freeman, have been with me through their correspondence. Rachel and Dorothy met in the summer of 1953, a few months after my birth, when Rachel was 46 and Dorothy 55. The prelude to their meeting was an exchange of letters during the 1952 winter holiday season. Dorothy had written Rachel when she had learned that the author of The Sea Around Us, 1951, was building a cottage on Southport Island, Maine, near that of my grandparents. My grandfather, Stanley Freeman Sr., had received Rachel's book as a birthday gift in the summer of 1952. He and Dorothy had loved reading it together at their seaside cottage. When Rachel and Dorothy first met in Maine in July of 1953, the two women's intense and delighted interest in sea life served as an early basis for friendship. Rachel and Dorothy's correspondence began in earnest that fall and quickly gained in intimacy and in volume. For the first year alone, the collection contains 90 letters. The letters continued for 11 years, during the autumns, winters, and springs of their separations, Rachel at home in Maryland and Dorothy in Massachusetts, until Rachel's death in 1964. Although my childhood memories of Rachel Carson are ones I treasure, I have come to know her, too, as an internationally best-selling author, and to understand her role as one of our first ecologists. The biographical introduction of Rachel Carson, contributed to this book by Paul Brooks, her editor at Houghton Mifflin, supplies important information about her concern for nature from her childhood through her career as a scientist and renowned writer. Paul Brooks recreates the publishing history of two of her bestsellers, The Edge of the Sea, 1955, and Silent Spring. These are the two writing projects, along with a magazine article first published in 1956 and later published posthumously as The Sense of Wonder, 1965, that consumed Rachel's time during the years of her correspondence with Dorothy Freeman.